Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and sales out of the mountain this weekend. Really good.
Mountain Man. Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. That means my day job consists of going to garage sales and estate sales and thrift stores. I buy stuff there, and then I sell it again online. And that's what this channel is about, is teaching you what I buy, what I sell, tips that I've learned along the way. Great way to educate yourself as you go out there. Garage sale season really starting to heat up, and so there's a lot of good stuff out there just waiting to be found. We found some good stuff actually this weekend. Some of it has already sold. So let's take a look at what I'm boxing up and shipping out later today. In no particular order, Ghost Story on Blu-ray. Obviously, the time has come to tell his story. This is out of print, relatively rare Blu-ray. Pretty sure we picked this one up at the big media hall estate sale. And this one is actually going overseas. $19.17 plus international shipping. This going through eBay's standard international program. It's going over to the UK. So $19 plus shipping on that one. Solid. We sold another magazine out of the storage locker. This one, Source Magazine, back from 2000. Of course, we've got Snoop there in the middle, along with Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. So this one, $16.24 plus shipping. Nice little turnaround on that. It's all profit at this point. Don't look past those magazines, guys. How about cassette tapes? Shout out Commonwealth Picker. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Not as good as the original, but not bad. The soundtrack is certainly good. And this one actually picked up by a viewer of the channel. This one, $5.99 plus shipping, going to Todd at Silly Treasures. And it's so silly that he spells it with a P. I dig it. Todd, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Guys, go over and check out his store. Cool stuff over there. How about an empty game box for the Sega Genesis? This is World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. It's the box and the manual. That's it. And this one, I took an offer of $17 plus shipping. I had it listed at, I think, like 19, something like that. So 17 bucks for an empty box. Definitely happy with that. These guys back here, really happy.
Yep.
A little bit of wear on Littlefoot's nose there, but otherwise these are in great shape. Sad thing about Ducky, man. And we got Sharptooth back there, of course, Petrie. We got the whole gang. And these are the puppets that you would get from Pizza Hut if you're a kid of my generation. I'm pretty sure Cameron over at Gravity Goods mentioned on my Instagram post when I posted these, like, I had those, that marketing campaign. I'm pretty sure we all had these things. And I've sold them before. We've sold, we sold Ducky before, and I think I sold Sharptooth before on his own, but this one, I had the whole set. This came from the Vintage Toy Haul, and you guys will see that eventually. I just haven't had time to put it all together. These will sell on their own for about 10 bucks plus shipping, depending on condition. These are in very nice shape, minus the nose there. Otherwise, they're in very nice condition. And you can generally get $10. The sell-through is very, very good. But if you get all of them, all 6, like we have here, you can get a little more than that because the collection is complete. And this one sold for $67.92 plus shipping. So not bad for some little hand puppets. Keep an eye out for these things. You will find them out there. And if you only find a single, that's okay, because it will absolutely sell. You stay there. Another viewer sale. Thank you guys so much. Michael came in the store again and got another Last Jedi tumbler. These tumblers are really cool. I think I've got one left. I actually had, well, I've got 2 left, but I only got one left with a lid and a straw. Somehow I wound up with one without a lid. So I think I'm going to keep that one. It's not listed. That one's just out here. I think I'm going to keep that for myself just as a drinking glass. But these are cool tumblers, and Michael picked himself up another one along with this. You might remember this from our previous video, the World War II ration book holder, along with some stamps and the information card and everything. This is so cool. Picked this up for $10 at a garage sale here this last week, and Michael, I think, must have seen the video and loved it as much as I did. He picked these two up together, $63.03 plus shipping for those two. Michael, thank you so much for that. I sure appreciate it. I'm glad this is going to a home where somebody can appreciate it like I did. It's such a cool piece of history. So I'm really glad that's going to a good home, and it's staying in Montana, which is cool. If you guys find Maui out there, Maui plushes sell pretty well. He's just a popular character. The Rock, of course, doing the voice for Maui. The Maui plush is selling for $13.49 plus shipping. Back over here, it's hard to see. We'll put up a picture of it, of course, but we've got a big Vineyard Vines Duffel. And this is in beautiful condition. Picked this up at Goodwill for, I think it was $5.99, and sent out an offer of $33.95 plus shipping. And they took me up on it. So Vineyard Vines, I think it's not as hot as it was, but definitely still a good pickup. You want to look out for the pink and the whale logo. Those are things you want to watch out for. And Vineyard Vines definitely still sells. Got an action figure here. This, a vintage figure. I love finding these old vintage figures. And this one, well, he's got his head turned. There you go. That's Brainiac. This is the old DC Superpowers line. Some of these very, very good. And you can see he's in rough shape, right? There's a lot of paint rubbing off there. There's a lot of wear, but he's got his arm. The arm comes off, and so often that arm was lost. I picked this up in a Whatnot auction, actually. I think people just didn't necessarily know what he was. They looked at it thinking, it's rough condition, and they left it to me. And so I picked this thing up for cheap at a Whatnot auction. It took a little while. I got a lot of lowball offers on it because he is in rough condition, but he's very hard to find. These things are from 1984. And so eventually the right buyer came along and picked it up for $45.49 plus shipping. So $45 on that guy. Super thrilled. We've got another viewer sale here, actually, with the three little bears. These are the little teeny mates. And picked up the whole set of offensive players here. We've got a receiver. We'll flip them around there. We've got a running back. There he is. And we've got quarterback. And these going to Jay. Jay has shopped in the store before. So, Jay, thanks so much for coming in. He said he thinks he's becoming addicted to shopping in my store because I find some of the coolest stuff. And you know what? I've just got a strange, eclectic eye, my friend. So I do definitely pick up weird things. Stuff you're not seeing in every eBay store for sure. But these, Jay came in and said he's sending them to his brother, a big Bears fan in Indiana. So $10.47 plus shipping on those guys. It was shipping for each of them, Jay, so I did refund you the shipping on two of them. So that should be taken care of, and you should have that refund back to you. Metal Gear Solid 4 for the PlayStation 3. This sells pretty well. Not a high dollar game, but a good sell-through rate for sure. $9.98, free shipping on that one. Another relatively low dollar, but game that sells pretty well. Left 4 Dead. This for the Xbox 360. It's complete. It's got the manual and everything in there. And this one sold for $6.99 plus shipping. For the PlayStation 2, Black Label. We've talked about that before. That means this is the first edition, essentially, of this game. Shadow of the Colossus. This is also quite a popular game. $14.29 plus shipping. So some solid game sales here. Here's a bolo for you guys. Not necessarily this particular figure, though I suppose it would be, but just this movie. This is from How to Train Your Dragon. And guys, I don't know if it was low production count or what, but How to Train Your Dragon, some of these will sell for $100 or more, guys. So, I mean, it's crazy. Some of these figures sell for nutty money. And also, you know, some of the plush as well. But the toys, the figures, sell for very, very good money. And this one, I hung on to it for a while. I picked this up at Goodwill. It was in a $2.99 toy bag, and that's why I picked it up, was for this toy. We made money back off of the other smalls in there, but this was the winner, and it sold for $48.42 plus shipping. So, you know, $48 for a little figure. This is not old, right? How to Train Your Dragon is not necessarily an old movie, but those figures sell very well. So keep an eye out for just cartoony looking dragons like this. I didn't know this particular figure, and I just saw it and thought, you know what, that looks like a How to Train Your Dragon dragon. It just looks like that style. And that's why we picked it up, got it home, and sure enough, it's a relatively rare figure. And we got 48 bucks out of it. How about that? Underneath here, this is 15 inches long by like 5, I think by about 5 inches wide. It's pretty big. It's pressed steel. This from our vintage toy pickup. Structo is the brand, the livestock trucking trailer. This would be like a cattle trailer, essentially. They'll pull behind a truck. And I just posted it this weekend at like 30 some dollars. Often the trailers don't sell as well as the trucks themselves or the trailer with the truck. But rare enough in decent condition that I posted it. I got an offer very quickly for $25 plus shipping, and I took them up on that. It's all profit at this point. It's big. I want to get it out of the way and not have it taking up space here in my shop. So 25 bucks plus shipping for that. I'm definitely happy. Here we got Machine Gun Kelly t-shirt. This was also a whatnot pickup and another one where people just didn't know what it was. You can still find deals on there. I know some stuff goes for high, but you can find deals, absolutely. We've had a couple of them today. Hotel Diablo Machine Gun Kelly, a rare t-shirt, hard to find. Now this is a smaller size. Unfortunately, that means it took a little bit longer to sell, and it doesn't go for quite as much as if it was like a large or extra large, something like that. But still, I picked this up for, I think it was somewhere between $12 and $15. You know, I paid up a little for it, but I knew what I had, and I took an offer of $40 plus shipping. Eventually, I would have probably gotten 50 or so out of this, but like I said, small size. So when I had somebody that sent me a real offer, I took them up on it. So 40 bucks plus shipping on that. This is a good brand to watch out for, Bolo brand. Kavu. They sell a lot of outdoorsy type stuff. Clothes, you know, shoes, backpacks, that sort of thing. Denim Hiking Hat. This one I also took an offer on. It's been sitting around for a while. Eventually would have been close to a $20 hat, I think. But I got it for, I think, $1 or $2 at Goodwill. And I took an offer of $15 plus shipping. So made some good money there. And then finishing us up before we run out of time. Yeah, before we run out of time.
Boo! Boo!
I'm going to move one off so that we don't knock them off and break them before we ship them. We got a couple of chest clocks. I'll see if I can remember to put the link to the video up. We got these at the estate sale where we got the media, actually. And this one you can see down there is made in Yugoslavia. And both of these relatively rare clocks. And it took a while because you're waiting for the right person to come along and want to spend 3 figures on a clock. But we eventually got it. And so this one sold for $113.74 plus shipping for a chest clock. And then we'll put the other one up here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this one. It's made in Germany. And this one, I took an offer of $110 plus shipping. It would have gone eventually for closer to $130, $140. Oh, I thought there was a picture on the back. It's missing one little piece on the back and a screw on the back plate. Otherwise, it would have gone for more. But $110 was a good enough offer, and I'm happy with it. We paid $40 for it. We paid up, but to get $110 out of it, definitely a good turnaround. So we got 5 more overnight sales to tack on. Show you what they are. This is the 1902 edition of the Sears Roebuck catalog. This is, of course, not printed in 1902. It's just what was in that catalog. Look at that, 1902. Getting a little bit risky there. But this is just really cool, you know, to flip back and look at stuff more than 100 years old, what was in the Sears catalog. And people like this stuff. And I picked this up at a estate sale recently. And this going out the door for $14.29 plus shipping. This I just got this weekend. Not a real high dollar DVD. I paid $68 for everything at that sale. And I think these 2 things from that sale sold were pretty much even. You know, minus, you know, give or take, because we got fees. But $1.99 plus shipping for this Sarah McLaughlin mirror ball. And then this, the Hasselblad, I don't know I don't know. It's something that hooks up to your Motorola camera. It's actually pretty cool. You hook this thing up to your Motorola, and it's got a 10 times true zoom, optical zoom. So it turns your phone into an actual digital camera. Pretty cool. And this sold for $71.49 plus shipping. So $71, $72, $73.50. So we've got a little bit left because we got to take fees out of that. We paid $68, but I did a ballpark on that garage sale, and it looks like we've got about $500 worth of merchandise for that $68 investment. So really good, happy with that. This from our vintage toy pickup, the North American Van Lines movers. The gentleman used to work for them, actually, so he had a couple of pieces from North American Van Lines, and it seems it's actually relatively rare, this stuff. And so a little actual van moved very quickly, and now this is moving out. Not huge, but I took an offer of $14 plus shipping on that. That's all profit at this point. And then this actually was sitting in, well, it was almost a forgotten death pile. I'd put some stuff in the spare bedroom, set it off to the side, and then a couple things, just personal things, got set on top of it, and they got forgotten about. They got lost. And so this, I saw it and went, oh yeah, I got this last summer when I was doing some cleaning this weekend and straightening some stuff up, and thought, you know what, I need to lose this. This is the Cylon Raider from Battlestar Galactica.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
1978. And this is a thing that's already been put together. Now, the stickers aren't put on. The stickers are still down in there, but otherwise, this thing is built. And, of course, that's in the listing, is this thing is already built. But it's still such a cool piece. It's got the original box. It's got the original instructions. Like I said, the sticker's not used. And so it does still have some value. If you find these things new, you're going to get good money off of them. But even this, not bad. I got $22.74 plus shipping.
Very happy with those sales. Some high dollar sales, that I waited on to happen. Some stuff moving out within a day of listing, 2 days of listing. That's a great mix. I like to see that. Good low dollar sales. We had a couple of $100+ sales. Overall, really strong. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me for this one today. I know it got a little bit long with all of the what solds, so we're just going to make it short and simple and say thank you.